Glitter Plus. Help us, Christine. We need your help. That's Dr. Christine. Is that Dr. Christine Lahti? Oh my God. Christine Lahti in space. She's in space now. Starring Christine Lahti as Dr. Christine Lahti and Alyssa Milano as Space Nurse. Christine Lahti, will you report to the nurse's station? In space. She has lots of friends and lots of patients, and her boss is also played by Alyssa Milano. So many special guest stars. Daphne Zuniga plays a pencil. Christine Lahti in space. Christine Lahti in space. Season 1, Episode 10, Necrogenesis. Reeling.
Oh my God, you're already laughing.
Reeling from the loss of her patient, Antonio Sabato Jr.
No, Cakehead didn't take.
And feeling guilty for serving his head as afternoon tea. Space Nurse Alyssa Milano falls into a deep space depression until it is revealed that Antonio has left his body to the Church of Necrogenesis.
It's a church.
It's up to the boss to convince the church's leader, Diane Keaton.
Is it two names? Is it Diane?
It is Diane Keaton. To sign off on cakehead eating as an official practice, if only to avoid a lawsuit. Meanwhile, Dr. Christine Lahti is forced to work with fill-in space nurse Tony Danza, who looks a lot like the 2IC, also played by Tony Danza. I had other names, but it was just so silly to have this idea that there's a second person that looks like someone else, and she's the only one who notices again.
Yeah.
Start wherever you would like to start.
I mean, I'm very sad about Antonio Sabato Jr. not getting a third week, as is his accountant. But I'm glad that his body is going to science. Well, space church.
Space, yes.
The Church of Necrogenesis kills me. I love it.
That's why I came up with Diane Keaton, because I needed something like L. Ron Hubbard.
So Diane Keaton is the head of the Church of Necrogenesis.
Yes.
Right. And she has to be convinced to eat cake.
Yeah, that needs to be part of his religion.
Right.
Because otherwise the hospital will get sued.
Oh, so was he a member of the Church of Necrogenesis?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right, yeah.
And so at first, Space Nurse Alyssa Milano is devastated, not only that she lost a patient, but also she served him as afternoon tea.
Yes, I mean...
And feeling guilty about it. And space depression is much more serious than regular depression.
Yes.
And then it's uncovered when going through his...
Well, first off, she would never have deliberately served him for more.
No, I mean, he's a cake.
He's a cake head.
Yeah, she thought.
So obviously...
He was covered, they put a blanket over
they would have put
him.
blanket over the rest of him.
Yeah, so
and I think the cake head might have come... Well, it was rejected.
Well, maybe, yes, and maybe Daphne Zuniga had, wheeled... because she's just rolling the head into the wrong department.
Into the wrong department. And,
happen.
maybe there were two cakes on the bench beside one another. She's picked up the wrong cake, the head cake.
Yeah, the one with the perfect temperature.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not for his body.
No.
But the cake survived.
Yes. So she's taken the wrong cake, being the head cake, and served that for morning tea.
Yeah, delicious.
Has walked back in to go, I better now take this cake head to the Church of Necrogenesis for appropriate
Well, she
disposal.
didn't know yet, so someone else must discover that for her, because she doesn't realise about the necrogenesis part.
Okay.
So she must discover...
So she's just discovered...
I served the wrong cake.
She's gone, oh my God, this is the morning tea cake.
And then she's realised...
It's not the it's not the the cakehead cake.
No.
Oh my God.
And then she slips
and
into
then falls
space
into space depression.
which is an actual tangible space. Like, it's a room.
It's like it's always a depression in the carpet. She's just fallen into it.
Yes. And then my guess is probably the boss is doing the paperwork.
Yes.
And she discovers this donation that he has so kindly made to his church and realizes, well, if we can convince the leader that cakehead eating is appropriate, then the earnestness of your response.
Yeah.
It's a lot. That will soothe Space Nurse Alyssa Milano.
Yes.
Because she doesn't need to know that it wasn't originally part of their religion. But once she finds out, she's like, then he got what he wanted. And that's probably why the head was there.
Yeah.
But really, the boss isn't trying to soothe Alyssa. She's just wanting to avoid a lawsuit.
Yeah. So what I think happens is while Christine Lahti, what's she doing?
She's forced to work with fill-in Space Nurse Tony Danza, who looks a lot like 2IC, because both the Alyssa Milanos have gone. Like, one's in the floor.
In the den.
and the other one's gone to Diane Keaton.
Yes, talking to Diane Keaton from the Church of Necrogenesis. So she goes to she's had this annoying Space Nurse Tony Danza foist on her.
Yeah.
And he keeps overriding her decisions. She's like, I'm the doctor.
I'm the doctor.
Who's the boss here? And
literally exactly where this needed to go. Yes.
And she goes, you know what? You keep overriding my decisions. I'll show you who the boss is. And goes to see the boss.
The actual boss.
Who is too busy with Diane Keaton. And there is the second in command who goes, well, I'm the boss. Yeah. And she goes like, but you
look just like
the
you
nurse.
won't believe who you look like.
And then Daphne Zuniga just happens to be there at the moment, and as does Heather Lockley.
Yes.
And they're like, they look nothing alike.
No.
Because one of them's green.
See, my thinking was, instead of one of them being green, the other one's just upside down.
I was thinking
walking on his hands.
I was thinking the 2IC is the father of Space Nurse.
I mean, possibly.
So he's green.
Well, he could be green and upside down. And he just walks on his hands. But other than that, gosh, they're alike. And I also imagine that Space Nurse, fill-in Space Nurse, Tony Danza, is tap dancing a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
He loves that.
He loves tap dancing. Yeah, he thinks he's really good at it. He's not. That's our comedy storyline.
Yes, yeah.
So she's trying to deal with that, and
maybe the patients even love it.
Oh yeah,
but Christine's like, but you're not going to get better listening to him and his tap dancing. You need to do what I'm saying.
He's not allowed to give you a catheter there.
No.
Until I order it.
Yeah,
and that's not where I was going to put it.
No,
I was going to put it in the cakehead. So what I think, so that's that's that situation. But so while she's trying to deal with that, she's like, no, I need to speak to the boss.
Yes.
Goes down to see the boss, who's speaking to Diane Keaton from the Church of Necrogenesis. Yeah. And she's trying to talk her into the cake eating thing. Yes. And Diane Keaton's gone, we're just never going to adopt that. Yeah. It's never going to happen.
Oh, no.
And Christine Lahti says, what is going on? The situation is explained. Yeah. And she's like, no, I changed the cakes.
Oh.
That was the actual morning tea cake.
Oh, thank God.
We didn't eat the cake head. The cake head is still there. It can be donated to the church.
Oh, perfect.
It's fine.
Oh, that all worked out.
Thank God you had that incompetent 2IC who's walking on his hands. So I never would have come down here and found this out.
Yes.
Thank God for Christine Lahti saving the day.
Oh, and she always does.
Yeah.
And so Alyssa feels Space Nurse.
Right out of the depression.
Yeah. That's Tony. That was Tony Danza. And they're all better.
Everyone's better.
Oh,
everything's fine.
And I like that you managed to get Daphne and Heather in, because obviously, writing these short TV Guide descriptions, you don't always get everyone.
No, you don't always get everyone in.
So that's important.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'm glad we sorted that out. That was almost a really depressing episode.
He's still People died, but
Look, yeah, but it's a hospital show. People have got to die.
It is.
You can't have special guests go on forever and ever and ever.
No.
Unless they're a hairdresser.
Well, then they're
Or a
part of the
pencil.
furniture. Yeah. Unless they want to know where his place was.
Yeah.
In which case. Okay. I think we have solved
Yeah, that episode.
the episode.
It was on a knife's edge.
Literally a cake knife, actually.
Cake knife's edge. Are you ready for our next episode?
Okay.
It's called That Cat Stat.
Oh.
They say stat a lot.
They do say stat. Von on All Saints always said stat.
Always said stat.
Okay.
That
That cat.
Stat.
All right. I wonder where this is going to go.
Who knows? We will see you next time.
Okay.
On Christine Lahti in space. Bye, Lahti.
Bye.
Help us, Christine. We need your help. That's Dr. Christine. Is that Dr. Christine Lahti? Christine Lahti. Oh my God. Christine Lahti in space. She's in space now. Starring Christine Lahti as Dr. Christine Lahti and Alyssa Milano as Space Nurse. Christine Lahti, will you report to the nurse's station? In space, she has lots of friends and lots of patients, and her boss is also played by Alyssa Milano. So many special guest stars. Daphne Zuniga plays a pencil. Christine Lahti in space. Glitter